Hello everyone. Today we will start our discussion on sorting. Okay. So this is the second unit of data structure and which is having searching and sorting, right? So we have seen what is searching, what are the types of searching, how to perform searching, and what is the time complexity associated with the searching. In Unit 1, we have also discussed about the time complexity in detail, right? And how to find the time complexity. Hmm? So I have given one a small assignment on Google Classroom on Unit 1. Okay, so based on the various concepts in the Unit 1, you can answer it. Important concepts in Units 1 are arrays, one-dimensional array, two-dimensional array, and multi-dimensional array, how to create and how to use these arrays, right? Then what do you mean by time complexity? What do you mean by space complexity? How to represent time complexity using mathematical model? Various mathematical representation of a time complexities, that is asymptotic lower bound, asymptotic upper bound, and so on, and asymptotic tight bound, right? And then we have also seen how to find time complexity in a given scenario for the given code snippet. You can practice these examples what I have shared on the Google Classroom so that you are having thorough understanding of various concepts of Unit 1. We have also seen what is data structure in Unit 1 and what are the operations in a data structure, how to formulate such operations. We have also seen that part also. In the unit 2, we begin with searching. I have already covered the searching, so now I will start with sorting techniques. We first understand what do you mean by sorting. Okay, so I am running through this particular PowerPoint presentation. Okay, where we have explained what is sorting. Okay. So sorting is a process in which records are arranged in ascending or descending order. Okay, what is ascending or descending order? You know about it. Okay, either you have to arrange the numbers in increasing order or you have to arrange the numbers in a decreasing order. We don't use the term as a number. We will use the term as a data because in some cases we want to arrange student names or person names in increasing order or ascending order. So in that case ascending order must be our character alphabet A to Z. It can be a lowercase alphabets A to Z or it can be uppercase alphabets A to Z. It depends upon the situation. So sorting is a process in which we will arrange the data in ascending, means in increasing order, okay, or we will arrange the data in a descending or decreasing order. This is one small example we have represented, right? So here in the PPT we can identify this is example, right? So we have data of 6 elements and the elements are arranged in ascending order. Now one thing you have to note here, okay, you can identify there are indices 1 to 6. 1 to 6 are the indices, whereas 77, 42, 35, 12, 101 and 5. This is the data which you are having. Okay, and then you are converting the data in ascending orders from 5 to 101, but the indices are 1 to 6. But in our C programming or any programming language we are using indices starting from 0. So if you are having a 6 data elements, then here on this particular screen you can see that indices range from 1 to 6. But our any programming language indices starts from 0 and go up to 5. So you remember this point. You don't forget this point. Okay, so this is a representation. This representation is for the non-technical person. but we are the technical person, we are the programmer, so we know about it, how to represent these data elements, okay, by using an array in any programming language. So as we are a programmer, we know that we will start our indices from 0 and we go up to n minus 1 or size minus 1. So in this case size is 6, hence it is 5. So 0 to 5, these are the indices. So 0, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are the 6 indices, and it having a 6 data elements, data values. ओके, त्यावेळेला आपल्याला ह्या स्क्रीनवर दिसतंय की आपले इंडायसेस 1 ते 6 आहेत. मग आपल्याला हे माहित आहे की आपण प्रोग्रामिंग लँग्वेजमध्ये इंडायसेस 0 ला स्टार्ट करतो. मग आपण जर 0 ला स्टार्ट करतो तर इंडायसेस कसे असतील, 0 टू साइज -1 म्हणजे 0 टू 5 पर्यंत असतील. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 असे इंडायसेस असतील आणि त्याच्यामध्ये एलिमेंट्स असतील म्हणजे व्हॅल्यूज असतील. ओके, सो यू अंडरस्टूड व्हॉट डू यू मीन बाय सॉर्टिंग. वन स्मॉल क्वेश्चन, ओके, about what we have learned previously. We have understood searching techniques. In which type of searching technique we require a sorting? Can you answer it? Is it possible? So now this is not an interactive session, so I will I only give you answer. That is, in a binary search we are using sorting technique. So in a binary search the data elements must be a sorted order elements. Okay, for a linear search it is not required. So if you want to perform a binary search on a random data, then first point is that you have to sort that random data by using any of the sorting techniques which we will going to discuss, and later on you will perform a binary search, right? So you cannot directly perform binary search on a random data. You have to sort your random data by using any of the sorting technique, and afterwards you can perform a binary search. Okay, for a linear search data, if for linear search the sorting is not required. So data will be in a random order. You can perform a linear search. Okay, but time complexity of linear search is order of n, but in case of binary search time complexity is order of log n. There is a huge reduction in the time complexity. We have taken an example, we have taken also example also, right? So the important thing is that if you don't know about that linear search, binary search, then just go back to our previous discussion, previous videos, and get to know about it, right? So we have defined what is searching here. Okay, so second part is types of searching. So these are the various types of searching. First one is the selection sort, then insertion sort, then bubble sort, merge sort, quick sort, heap sort, and shell sort. So all these are the types of searching, various types of searching we can perform, right? So out of these searchings, in our curriculum we are having a selection sort, we are having insertion sort, bubble sort, we are also having merge sort, right? And we also having radix sort. Apart from that, quick sort, heap sort, or shell sort is not present in our curriculum. But for our understanding, we can learn it. It is possible to learn for us. To begin with, we start from a bubble sort because it is a preliminary sorting technique. It is also possible that in your study in your last semester C programming course, you also undergone with through the bubble sort also. So if you haven't know about it, then we will study the bubble sort in detail now, right? So what is bubble sort? We will take one example directly and then you can get to know about it, what is bubble sort. Okay, so now consider this as an example. Okay, we want to sort the elements, okay, by using a bubble sort technique, and this is the data which can be identified on your screen. Now you can also understand, you can also observe that the indices are from 1 to 6 because this is the representation for a non-technical person. Any one of us should understand what is bubble sort. It is not that a case that a programmer only has to understand it. फक्त प्रोग्रामरलाच बबल सॉर्ट समजावं अशी काही अपेक्षा नाही. जो प्रोग्रामर नसेल तो सुद्धा बबल सॉर्ट टेक्निक समजून घेऊ शकतो. म्हणून आपण इंडायसेस काय वापरलेत 1 to 6 वापरलेत. प्रोग्रामरला हे माहिती आहे ते इंडायसेस 0 to 5 आहेत. ओके, सो वी हॅव डिस्कस दॅट पार्ट ऑल्सो. नाव सो दिस इज माय डेटा 77, 42, 35, 12, 101 and 5. These are the elements and 1 to 6 are the indices. And now I want to perform a bubble sort on given data. I will go one by one and I will demonstrate how to perform a bubble sort. Right? Okay. So see this. Initially, these two elements, that is 77 and 42, initial two elements are highlighted. Okay, so it means that our interest is on first two elements. So we are comparing these two elements. We are comparing okay, whether 77 or 42. Okay, sorry, we are comparing 77 and 42 elements. Now from your previous knowledge you know about that for ascending order of arrangement, lower element must come at the beginning and higher elements or larger elements must come at the end. Then only we can arrange the elements in ascending order. So our aim is we want to find lowest element in a given set of elements and we want to assign that lowest element at initial position or at the beginning. And similarly we repeat this activity. And we keep our largest element in given collection at the end. म्हणजे थोडक्यात आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, ह्या डेटा एलिमेंट्स मधलं जे सर्वात लहान एलिमेंट आहे ते सुरुवातीला घेऊन यायचं आहे आणि सर्वात मोठं एलिमेंट आहे ते सगळ्यात शेवटी घेऊन जायचं आहे आणि बाकीचे एलिमेंट्स त्या क्रमाने आपल्याला अरेंज करायचे आहेत. Right, we want to perform this only because we are sorting elements in ascending order. So initially we will compare 77 and 42. Okay, we will compare whether 77 is greater than 42 or not. Right, so here you can observe 77 is greater than 42. This is wrong thing. Okay, we want to change this because for ascending order we require lower elements at beginning, that is at the left hand side, and higher elements at right hand side. So in this case 42 is lower element than 77, hence we have to swap it. Okay, swap it. Okay, after swapping 42 at indices 1 and 77 at indices 2. Similarly we repeat this for next two elements because 42 is swapped, so 42 is at right position. Out of 42 and 77, 42 is lower element, so it is at a right position. That is, sorry, it is the 42 is lower element, so it is at the beginning. Okay, so at the beginning position, and 77 is placed afterwards. Then we are comparing 77 and 35. In this case, 35 is lesser than 77. Again, we have to swap it. Right, so 77 followed by 35 followed by 77. Right, okay, next 77 and 12 is compared. Again 12 is lower than 77, so again we swap it. Then we will compare 77 and 101. There is no need to swap. Similarly we will compare 101 and 5. Again we have to swap it. So now after this particular swapping, after this operation we cannot perform comparison because we have reached at the end of the array. Right, but still our sorting is not completed. Okay, we want to repeat this activity until and unless all elements are sorted. But if you observe this particular activity, then you can find that out of these 6 elements, only 4 elements are sorted. 101 is the largest element, and that 101 largest element is placed at the right hand side, that is at the end. It is placed. So this particular position, I am highlighting this position. This particular position is fixed. The element at this position is fixed. No need to change these elements afterwards. This particular thing is very important for algorithm design. तेव्हा आपण ज्या वेळेला एकदा आपण पूर्ण ऑपरेशन कॅरी आउट केलं, त्यावेळेला आपल्याला लास्ट एलिमेंट जे होतं ते आपलं लास्ट एलिमेंट काय झालं, परफेक्टली प्लेस झालं. आता या लास्ट एलिमेंटला चेंज करण्याची आवश्यकता नाही. आपल्याला सॉर्टिंग परत करावं लागेल, पण कुठून कुठपर्यंत, 42 पासून 5 पर्यंत करावं लागेल. दॅट इज इंडायसिस 1 पासून 5 पर्यंत करावं लागेल. इंडायसिस 6 काय झालंय, परफेक्टली प्लेस झालंय. Okay, so we will repeat this activity. Largest value is correctly placed. It is highlighted here. So all other values are, notice that only largest value is correctly placed. All other values are still out of order. So we need to repeat this process. So this is called as a one pass. Okay, after one pass, one value is correctly placed. How to identify one pass is completed? How to identify it? की आपण कसं आयडेंटिफाय करायचं की आपलं एक पास कंप्लीट झाला किंवा एक राउंड कंप्लीट झाला. ओके, आपण कधी आयडेंटिफाय करणार आहोत, आपण ज्या वेळेला ॲरेच्या किंवा सॉर्टिंग लिस्टच्या आपण ज्या वेळेला एंडला पोहोचतो, सगळ्यात शेवटी पोहोचतो, त्यावेळेला आपण सांगू शकतो की आपण एक राउंड कंप्लीट केला. आता ह्या केसमध्ये आपण त्या ॲरेच्या शेवटच्या पॉइंटला पोहोचलो, त्याच्यामुळे आपण सांगू शकतो की आपण एक राउंड कंप्लीट केला. राउंड 1 इज कंप्लीट. आणि ज्या वेळेला राउंड 1 कंप्लीट झाला त्यावेळेला आपण लार्जेस्ट एलिमेंट करेक्टली प्लेस केलं. सो लार्जेस्ट व्हॅल्यू करेक्टली प्लेस. नेक्स्ट टाइम आपण कोणाला करेक्टली प्लेस करणार आहोत, सेकंड लार्जेस्ट व्हॅल्यूला प्लेस करणार. नेक्स्ट टाइम कोणाला करणार, त्याच्या पुढे कुठे कोणाला करणार आहोत, थर्ड लार्जेस्ट व्हॅल्यूला करणार आहोत. ठीक आहे, तेव्हा आपला एक राउंड म्हणजे आपली एक व्हॅल्यू करेक्टली प्लेस होते. बरोबर आहे ना. ओके, म्हणजे ही ऍक्टिव्हिटी आपल्याला रिपीट केली पाहिजे. सो दिस पर्टिक्युलर थिंग इज कॉल्ड एज अ राउंड और इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज अ पास. त्याला राउंड म्हटलं जातं किंवा पास म्हटलं जातं. किंवा आता आपण राउंड 1 कंप्लीट केला किंवा पास 1 कंप्लीट केला. ओके, सिमिलरली वी विल रिपीट दिस प्रोसेस. सो नाउ we are repeating the process. Now the concept is called as a bubbling all the elements. Bubbling, what is bubbling? Okay, we are comparing two elements, and if there is a requirement of swap, then we are swapping those two elements. Otherwise we keep two elements as it is, right? In last case we have identified it. Okay, I will start from the beginning. Here we are comparing first two elements. If it is required to swap, then we are swapping it. If it is not required to swap, then we are not swapping it. Correct? Here it is not required to swap, so we are not swapping it. At the end again we need to swap, we are swapping it. Now this is nothing but, okay, there is a bubbles. This is very identical with bubbles present in the lake water. तलावाच्या पाण्यामध्ये जसे बबल्स येतात त्या पद्धतीने आपण काय करतो, जवळच्या दोन एलिमेंट्सना कंपेअर करतो. गरज असेल तर स्वॅपिंग करतो, अदरवाइज त्या एलिमेंट्सना आयरसच ठेवतो. ही जी ऍक्टिव्हिटी आहे, स्वॅप करताना जी ऍक्टिव्हिटी आहे, जी प्रोसेस आहे, त्याला बबलिंग म्हटलं गेलेलं आहे. म्हणून ह्या सॉर्टिंग टेक्निकचं काय नाव दिलं आहे, बबल सॉर्ट. हेन्स इट इज कॉल्ड एज अ बबल सॉर्ट. सो हियर द टर्म इज बबलिंग ऑल द एलिमेंट्स. Okay, and in one round we are keeping one element at correct position. So similarly we are carrying out second pass. So in this case second element is correctly placed. You can observe it. Okay, after round 2 or pass 2, 77 is placed. After round 3, 42 is placed. Here 42 is correctly placed. After round 4, 35 is placed. After round 5, 5 is correctly placed. Okay, so in this case we are having a 6 elements. Value of n is 6. Okay, but after 5 rounds, 5 elements are correctly placed. These are the 5 elements. You can identify these are the 5 elements which are correctly placed. These elements are correctly placed. 12, 35, 42, 77, 101. If out of 6 elements, 5 elements are correctly placed, it means that sixth element is also correctly placed. सोपी आहे ना गोष्ट. आपल्याकडे 6 बॉक्स दिले आहेत आणि त्या 6 बॉक्सची अरेंजमेंट करायची आपल्याला आपल्या रूम मध्ये. त्यातले 5 बॉक्स आपण करेक्टली अरेंज केले. ह्याचा मिनिंगच असा आहे की आपण 6वा बॉक्स सुद्धा करेक्टली अरेंजच केलेला आहे. आपल्याकडे 6 नंबर्स आहेत, 6तले आपण 5 नंबर आपण करेक्टली अरेंज केले आहेत. ह्याचा मिनिंग काय, लास्ट नंबर सुद्धा करेक्ट पोझिशनलाच आहे. म्हणजे ज्या वेळेला आपल्या n ची व्हॅल्यू 6 होती, ज्या वेळेला आपल्याकडे 6 एलिमेंट्स होती, त्यावेळेला आपण किती राऊंड परफॉर्म केले, 5 राऊंड परफॉर्म केले. सो व्हेन data size is n elements, we want to perform n-1 rounds. n-1 rounds. Okay, we have to generalize this. हे जनरलायझेशन करणं खूप महत्वाचं आहे, कारण आपल्याला टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी फाइंड आउट करायची आहे बबल सॉर्टची. ठीक आहे. आता अजून एक महत्वाची गोष्ट, एका राऊंड मध्ये आपण किती वेळा कंपॅरिझन केली होती. ओके, ऍट फर्स्ट राऊंड. ओके, फर्स्ट कंपॅरिझन, एक कंपॅरिझन केलं होतं, दुसरं कंपॅरिझन केलं होतं, तिसरं कंपॅरिझन केलं होतं, चौथं कंपॅरिझन केलं होतं आणि मग शेवट 101 येण्यासाठी 5वं कंपॅरिझन केलं होतं. सो एका राऊंड मध्ये आपण सुरुवातीला किती कंपॅरिझन केली, n-1 कंपॅरिझन केली. नंतर किती कंपॅरिझन केली, पुढच्या केसमध्ये n-2 कंपॅरिझन केली, कारण आपण एक एक एलिमेंट फिक्स करत गेलो होतो. त्यानंतर किती कंपॅरिझन केली, n-3 कंपॅरिझन्स केली. जसजसे आपण राऊंड प्रोसीड करत गेलो तसतशी नंबर ऑफ कंपॅरिझन्स आपली कमी कमी होत गेली. ओके, तेव्हा सुरुवातीच्या राऊंड मध्ये n-1 कंपॅरिझन्स, 5 कंपॅरिझन. राऊंड 2 मध्ये 4 कंपॅरिझन्स म्हणजे n-2 कंपॅरिझन्स. राऊंड 3 मध्ये 3 कंपॅरिझन्स म्हणजे n-3 कंपॅरिझन्स. राऊंड 4 मध्ये n-4 कंपॅरिझन्स. राऊंड 5 मध्ये n-5 कंपॅरिझन्स आणि राऊंड 6 मध्ये n-6 म्हणजे 0 कंपॅरिझन्स, कारण n ची व्हॅल्यू पण 6 आहे आणि n-6 केल्यामुळे 0 कंपॅरिझन. ठीक आहे. जसं आपण राऊंड कडे प्रोसीड करत गेलो तसं नंबर ऑफ कंपॅरिझन्स आपली काय झाली, कमी कमी होत गेली, एक एकने कमी कमी होत गेली. बट टोटल नंबर ऑफ राउंड्स रिक्वायर्ड आर n-1. राइट. ओके. So reducing number of, okay, you can observe this particular thing. Okay, reducing number of comparisons. In the first round, we have to perform 5 comparisons. First comparison 77 and 42. This is the first comparison. 42 35. Second comparison 35 12. Third comparison 12 to 101. Fourth comparison and 101 to 5. Fifth comparisons. In the next round, we have to perform only 4 comparisons, reducing number of comparisons. Same thing is demonstrated here. Similarly, okay. Already. So I will show you one more thing, how to do this particular part. So I think you understood what is bubble sort. Right? In this way we can perform the comparisons. So I will take one small example of bubble sort so that you can identify this. In the next session, I will take one small example of bubble sort.